सौम्या सरकार और आप देख रहे हैं वेल्थ रिडिफाइन ब्लॉग। In today's blog, we'll be talking about a fund called Edelweiss Small Cap Fund. So last video we talked about the Kotak Small Cap Fund, and now we'll be talking about Edelweiss Small Cap Fund. So same as like a benchmark, it has a Nifty Small Cap 250 benchmark. It has a very less AUM in terms of other funds which we have talked all about. It is approximately 1,217 crore of AUM. So having less AUM is sometimes a beneficial for small cap fund, because if certain thing changes like COVID comes and all those things, and fund manager needs to sell it off the positions, then obviously small AUM is easy to sell. If it is a very large AUM, it's very difficult to sell. But sometimes a too small AUM is also not good, because fund manager may not be able to take the bets which are required to take. So over the period of time we'll analyze it, but right now this fund is having a AUM of 1217. If you talk about the fund P, it has a 25.63. The fund PB is 3.61. So that means the fund is not that expensive, which I told almost all videos, that if a small cap fund is having a price to earning is approximately 25-26, it cannot be considered as a very expensive, because small caps P's are relatively higher. It has a tracking error of 8.58 and information ratio is 2.11. So it means it is at par with the small cap categories. If I talk about the drawdowns, you can see that it is having a drawdown of small drawdowns in May 19, again on June-July 2019, and then it has a bigger drawdowns in January 2022 to July 2022, and then it has started getting up again. So if you can see the drawdowns, it is not having a big drawdowns. Only June to July 2022 it is having some drawdowns. Come to the position over time of this fund. This fund is approximately right now is bullish on a lot of parts. Capital good, it is slightly bearish, but miscellaneous, auto ancillaries, chemical, it is slightly reduces portfolio, but finance, banks, pharmaceutical, capital goods, IT, and still it has increased the portfolio. Construction also it has increased the portfolio, but in a realty sector it is slightly bearish, so it has decreased their decreasing portfolio. So if I talk about the holdings, it is having a JB Chemicals, Canara Home Finance, KA Industries, Novin Florence, City Union Bank, Ajaria Ceramics, Persistent Systems, Max Healthcare, Federal Bank, Century Plywood, Hilda Shop, Cummins India, this kind of funds shares it is holding. Now if I talk about the standard deviation, again it is standard deviation as per the small cap, it is approximately 25.32 is the standard deviation. Sharp ratio is 1.20. So you can see most of the small cap funds having a Sharp ratio is around between 1.10 to around 1.30. Short is again 1.27. It has an alpha of around 8.69. I consider it to be a slightly less alpha in terms of small cap fund, but again it has a beta of around 0.82. That means it has taken a less risk also. When the beta goes up, that means it has taken the risk, and then if you find that beta is not comparable to alpha, then you can take the call, because if the risk has been higher and the return is lower, then there is a problem. But if the risk is also lower, return is also lower, then it is at par. If the 1 year return is 12.94 and 3 year return is 36.24. But we do not have the data for 5 years, because it was launched in 2019. So obviously it is not that old fund like a SBI or a Axis or a Kotak kind of a fund. It is a 3 year old fund. So if I talk about the overall fund, the fund is good fund, or it is not a bad fund. It is definitely a good fund. It has taken a less risk and given a lesser alpha, but obviously in a 1 year period and 3 year period they have done decently well. If I talk about the drawdowns also, this fund is having a very less time period of drawdowns. But again, which I tell in every video, I must tell you that you should not invest into this fund based on this YouTube video or a WhatsApp forward or whatever it is. You should analyze the fund by yourself or take a help of a financial advisor to understand it and then invest the money. Because if your horizon is less, you may see some negative returns in these funds also. So these funds are typically a high risk fund. So obviously you should talk to the financial advisor, understanding that whether it is suiting your profile or not, and then you can take the call on this kind of funds. If you have any queries, you may write to us. You may send us some comments, or you can send us an email. We will definitely going to give you the answer on those parts. If you like the channel, you may subscribe it, because we'll keep on coming with this kind of analysis on a regular basis about the small cap and other funds. If you have any queries or any comment, you can send us. If you have any suggestions to give to improve the video also, you are welcome to give it. Thank you for watching the video.